Oh,
Is the midnight value destruction option.
we're here. We're going.
8-4. There we go. Spider 91, Yokolo, and Matufino.
I read that as like a muffin, but with extra letters.
Ooh, BBD Puck 222.
Born in the year 19222.
Of course, the third Edward.
Okay, okay.
Lord Tupperware. Oh no. There's no way I can take this.
Okay.
Competition is just too fierce.
I still, like, Matufino looks like just the word muffin is all I read out of that. And, oh, no, okay. Oh. Lord Tupperware has decided that this was not his day.
I guess not. I scared him off. The claws.
The claw! Yeah.
Taking
okay.
it. Let's
Let's not even
think about what we're
question
seeing. Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Goblin Slide. Let me do it. My last draft. Let me do this.
Oh, man, Crater's Claws would be such a good finisher. For the Goblin Slide. That would be a really great way to end this. Actually have the Goblin Slide deck work function appear. Not even function, just appear. How about that?
Just show up at all. I would love it. I would pick every tormenting voice.
Every crippling chill.
Every siege craft.
Every defiant strike.
Okay, what are we thinking about? I am passing to Jace.
You're getting passed by Karn, who picked his rare.
Ho ho! Yeah!
Plan.
Okay,
Plan
okay.
being absolutely insane.
If we didn't have the plan, I still think I would have a strong reason to pick it.
Yeah.
Like, Brave the Sands is nothing, Abomination of Ga'Dul is okay, Jungle Hollow just for fixing, Abzan Guide for... I don't know.
Absent Guide for...
For being a sci-fi movie book cover. This is such a sci-fi book cover.
That is a 60s sci-fi book cover. Maybe like a Discworld type thing.
It's like some Dune knockoff. Could ride them down.
Okay, so legitimate options here. Basically, we can choose what way we want the red to go here. So ride down is really is you know the that keeps us the most open. Weapon Master and Temur Charm, I think, are other options, and maybe even Singing Bell's Strike. Even that's not
yeah. Like that would basically be on plan too. I like Ride Down a lot. We know when it fails. I have extra knowledge about how to use Ride Down.
Knowledge of how this card functions.
Also puts me in my favorite color combination, Boros.
I think you've basically drafted that every time. Well, maybe not every time, but many times.
I do kind of favor it. Let's take Leaping Masters. and yell Kung Fu Squad, assemble.
Kung Fu Squad, get in here. Could you pick up the Weapon Master here?
Or the War Shrieker.
That's not bad either. Those are both really good.
Good. Like, Weapon Master has betrayed me.
True. How about
I picked every Weapon Master.
Here's my thought on War Shrieker though. Or on Weapon Master. If we are the Goblin Slide deck, blue is wanted for quiet.
Tis.
Like that's if that's the plan, right?
Yeah.
It's hard because War Shrieker is also really good with just being like
run them over, finish them off, which is kind of what the cards without the plan are saying.
Okay.
That's why I favor this guy.
Also, that card is playable even if we're not in black. Yes! 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 Okay.
Doing it!
What's the pick if that's not there, just for posterity's sake?
Karu Spell Snatcher.
Yeah, and then just like be in Jeskai.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a hill giant with upside. Mm-hmm. All right.
I am totally doing that.
I think one of the 2 3-color cards here is reasonable.
Either Ponyback Brigade or Rough Rider?
Rough Rider?
Like Jeskai Banner?
Banners. I think Banner's too early.
Okay, Banners will come around. I'll pick Ponyback Brigade.
Like that more than the other.
I will be Maximum Goblins, and then
ooh, I like Max. How about this banner then? Or is that
banner is just fine.
I'm just looking at Bloodfire Expert, like, because we're going to be a heavy prowess deck if we're Goblin Slide. So Bloodfire Expert might be worthwhile.
I don't know. He's like, you need to prowess him twice before he can attack over morphs.
What if he rides down?
Ooh. That's a stronger consideration. Yeah, we'll get more banners.
Right, like, and we're like, look at our mana right now. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How about mono red? How about mono red?
Oh man, the Lens of Clarity.
Well, Bringlow's super on plants.
Yeah, no, it totally is.
How about mono red? Brave the Sands.
That's not everything that I want to be doing.
But it gives you a goblin.
Like, Teamer Banner will also give me a goblin.
Also true.
I just never want to be Braving the Sands.
I know.
Ugh. And I'm not going to start now.
Nobody actually wants to be in the sand. I think that banner's way too off color to pick it here.
The Lens of Clarity!
Can we try out the bow?
We can try out the bow. Or maybe erase, since...
Oh my god.
I'm gonna miss the erase. You just watch.
Mm-hmm. So we're red something.
We're red Goblin Slide is what we are.
Yeah.
Yes.
I still hope we find a Brave the Sands for the goblins so we can just have vigilant goblins that block everybody. We have this goblin army. I like that we're red something.
That's kind of crazy. Like, oh.
Jeskai Banner, yeah.
Definitely.
It's because...
Oh! You don't even know.
That beats us hard.
Like, the thing has haste, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like... Okay.
So here's the cool thing here. Because we're in almost mono red, if we can basically pick whatever cards we want.
Oh.
Is Siege Rhino something we can pick? Probably not. Siege Rhino's like 3 tickets, if that's a consideration as well.
I think I might just do it. Like, I'm gonna get more Tormenting Voices and Bloodfire Experts.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Siege Rhino.
Let's take you, put you in the hidden zone.
Put you in the value board.
Hopefully Tormenting Voice comes around. That's a card that could easily come around.
Act of Treason?
Yeah, I'm just looking at the triple cost cards, and they don't seem like enough to...
Ooh.
Better than Act of Treason is, I guess, the question there, because Act of Treason is going to be good for clearing away.
Yeah. Like, that doesn't get guys out of the way. That lets me
also, Defiant Strike
live.
is, like, not the worst.
Might not be. All of this keeps us on red, though.
True.
Yeah!
We are on, like, slight white considerations because we're right now, but red is our main color. We need, like, maybe a second Goblin Slide.
I would love the heck out of a second Goblin Slide.
Yeah.
I would put the Teamer Banner back in.
True. If Blinding Spray wasn't 5 freaking mana.
It's a different kind of deck that you wanted in.
Yeah. It's the fog, isn't it?
It is a fog, but it's also a surprise, I win your combat and
okay, yeah. Yep, and Kavanaugh raises a good point. Trumpet Blast is like the card, right?
I definitely want Trumpet Blast, and I haven't seen any.
Yeah, we haven't had a pick at any. So,
unless there were some in the first
hidden.
couple of.
Is Crackle Doom? I think we have enough like stuff that we could easily pick up the Crackle Doom.
Yeah, like the on plan, as it were, picks would be Force Away, Bloodfire Expert, Weave Fate, Mardu Banner.
Well, the thing with
not even like blue yet.
Yeah, the thing with Crackle Doom though is that's still going to be on plan in the sense that it will make a goblin.
So yeah, just in case we end up Mardu, I think that's better enough.
And it looks like we might. We have a couple reasons.
Yes! Yes!
Yes!
I did it! We're doing it! Every goblin slide!
Happen. Kaz, I'm so happy right now.
This is the perfect way to finish up cons. Whoa, Crippling Chill.
Crippling Chill is one of the cards that's super on plan if we're in
It is. Like, it's either him or Jeskai Student.
Actually, I kind of like Jeskai Student because it looks like we might be in Mardu. Totally. And Prowess is going to be really easy for us to do. Like, freaking all the damn time.
The goblins. I'll have all of the goblins. See, that's why I should have taken the Erase. They might use it against my goblin slide.
No. Yeah, if we find the Quiet Contemplation, then yeah, all of a sudden we're in blue, and like we figured that out from there. But right now, like the cards suggest a stand of Mardu in here. That's the Arcana.
Come on, Trumpet Blast! I don't think I can pass this.
No, and like, Defiant Strike plays second fiddle here, but Trumpet Blast is number one. That's our win con.
Yeah. Holy shit. When do you cast this even?
You don't. The Goblin Slide tokens that come after it are like trump blockers for following up, because you can't get them to get Trumpet Blasted. Act of Treason again.
Act versus Sage Eye here. We're gonna be a fast deck too. Hey. Cheap stuff.
Cheap stuff. Like we don't need guys.
You know, whatever. Top out on 4.
All right.
Or 5 maybe.
Yo, okay. How about this? The one card I would love to see to cement us in Mardu, the Butcher of the Horde.
Huh.
With like tons of goblins just coming out and draw. The tokens don't get blasted because it only blasts attacking creatures, not creatures you control.
Trumpet Blast is kind of janky like that. It doesn't care who controls the creatures.
Quiet Contemplation is just
my goodness.
Right there.
But there's also Briber's Purse and Tormenting Voice.
Do we want to be in the blue? I guess this is the question we have to answer now.
Fine, I have 20 seconds to figure it out.
Like,
I have enough black things, maybe. Maybe not. Maybe Ponyback Brigade just gets knocked.
I think we could do that and maybe like just try to get Crackle.
I'll try it.
You're not losing much because you get a Tormenting Voice here.
Hey, sweet.
So we're not we only lost a Defiant Strike.
I honestly did want the Briber's Purse.
I know. Mardu Banner. Okay.
I like it. Although now that I'm blue, Weave Fate.
Is that better than fixing for the... that's not Treasure Cruise.
Yeah. Okay, it's not Treasure Cruise. I already have 2 Acts of Treason.
I'm not going to be able to... I don't know if I can talk you to Brave the Sands here.
You're not.
I don't think I'll try against a Banner.
Another Barrage. Whatever.
Steal the Barrage because that beats us.
Yeah. Whoa. Yes! Oh my god.
Nobody knows what we're doing. Nobody knows.
Excellent. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to build a deck like this.
Neither do I. Look, I really hope we just get forced into Brave the Sands in Pack 3. Maybe that'll happen. Okay. Monastery Swift Spear?
Let's see. Water. That's too heavy.
That's too much.
We're singing Bell Strike.
I'm thinking the Swift Spear just because it's going to be super... like, that's going to be a 1-mana 2/3 with haste. every turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
We have 2 Defiant Strikes to make it really huge. It makes us actually be on the front foot the whole time.
Monastery Swift Spear, Tormenting Voice, discarding Heart Piercer Bow or whatever.
Yeah, who cares about Heart Piercer Bow?
Yeah, I have no idea.
It wasn't competing with anything when we picked it. Is that like a really... That bow looks really strange to exist on cons, not gonna lie. The craftsmanship of it. I don't know.
Well, it was designed by an ancient artificer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Jeskai Charm.
Jeskai Charm is +1/+1 lifelink.
Creatures you could... Yo! Oh, goodness. There's also Swiftwater Cliffs here.
Right, which is like the fixing for... So basically, like, we have our, like, a sort of game ender there, or some fixing to actually be able to cast, like, Quiet Contemplation.
And there's Leaping Master here, too. Tormenting Voice on the wheel.
Nomad's Outpost ain't coming back, but would be really nice.
The thing is, if I want Jeskai Charm, I definitely want Quiet Contemplation.
I say
that
we
would make the fixing better.
Like, the Swiftwater Cliffs is like only good if we take the charm, because then we're cemented in blue.
Yeah, I know. This is like a standalone complex of picks.
I like the charm.
Let's pick the charm.
We already have like 15 3-drops. Let's Cheering Instigator. I think the fixing is actually more important than basically anything here, but that's a threaten on a guy.
Yeah. Thing is, I can cast actual threaten.
Right, but he's also like a piker, and we have like 6 actual creatures. But then again, we don't like want creatures if we're just sitting there with...
Totally no. We want Goblin Slide.
Yeah. I like the fixing now, because that's a certainty of our 2 colors. Our freaking 3s, man. 15 of them.
Life begins and ends at 3.
3, yeah.
That's okay. We'll spend extra mana activating the Goblin Slide.
Okay, here's a weird question. No, okay, never mind. We do have a way. I'm sitting here looking at Crater's Claws like, can we possibly ever ferocious that damn card? And the answer is like no, without us working at Windscarred Crag over... I think the fixing is still better than the cards here.
Yeah, better than like Jeskai Student.
That's hard, because Jeskai Student's really good for our plan, but...
I know.
We do need to be able to cast
I think this is
spells.
Better for our plan.
This one's weird.
I mean, Swift Kick is fine, but do I ever want to do that?
Yes, because it lets a goblin, like, a goblin goes out and goes, "Hwah!" Takes a morph, and a new goblin takes his place.
Whoa, that was an awesome maneuver. It's also a 5 mana play.
At instant speed.
Well, okay, fine. There's a Briber's Purse.
Rush of Battle or Bloodfire Expert as well, or... Briber's Purse ain't a slouch here either.
That's not nothing. I'm gonna pick it. I am gonna, like, Quiet Contemplation, taps it, tap, can't block. Yeah! Let's give him the coins.
How about Dismal Backwater?
What? For the... Oh. For the choice of...
I mean, or the Bloodfire Expert is like the real card, and we just kind of admit that we're like a 2-colored deck, basically. I think that's what it...
Yeah, I kind of want the Siegecraft and the Singing Bell Strike.
Do we have to admit we're a 2-colored deck is really the question. Probably.
Give up my Crackling Doom, my Quiet Contemplation.
Yeah.
Gross. My Deflecting Palm.
I liked Boros Fury Shield. I like
Surprise.
Boros Fury Shield. I like 2-mana Boros Fury Shield that comes with, I guess, like the banner. The banners might let us actually cast some. Wow, we have a lot of banners just hiding below the.
I'm giving up Waterworld, by the way.
You just take the water whirl and not.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine playing three of these.
You're not casting it, but you're also not playing against Tormenting Voice.
Sure.
Sure.
Another barrage of boulders.
I mean, it's the card that beats us, so we gotta keep stealing it.
No one gets to have that.
Jeskai Student! Oh!
Yep. It's true. Sure. No one knows what I am doing.
Nobody is even trying to fight you on what you're doing. For good reason. Whatever.
Yeah.
You have a pair of bows. Okay.
I want to play all of the.
You know my favorite. You know what my favorite part about this deck is? Take a look at the number of cards we have on everything. We have 2 Defiant Strike, 2 Jeskai Student, 2 Tormenting Voice, 2 Act of Treason, 2 Bloodfire Expert, 2 Goblin Slide, 2 Mardu Warshrieker.
I'm gonna be the deadly duplicator.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Nobody understands our game plan because we don't even understand our game plan.
Yeah. To that end, I am going to do this somewhat in reverse.
All
so
right.
let's
hide all that stuff.
Yeah, this is never going to happen. And also just sort of move everything up, whoop, and that. And I'll do this in opposite direction, sort color.
Okay.
Now I have like a seal deck of weirdness.
Okay,
and
so
I'm actually gonna take a little. I have a little time to take a quick break here. So why don't you guys appreciate the majesty of this loadout for a minute?
All right, I'm gonna talk over what I think this looks like. So, 23 cards. Defiant Strike, Swift Spear, Crater's Claws, Jeskai Student is 6. Ride Down, Deflecting Palm is 8. Tormenting Voice is 9. 2 Bloodfire Experts is 11. 2 Goblin Slides is 13. Trumpet Blast is 14. Hordling Outburst is 15. 2 Mardu Warshriekers is 17. Bring Low is 18. Deflecting Palm and Ride Down are 19 and 20. At that point, it's do we play extra colors? And if so, we pick which one we are and we play the banner for it. Let's assume it's Jeskai right now because that's easiest. I think the Jeskai Charm does more than Crackling Doom. Crackling Doom is just a removal spell, while as Jeskai Charm is a game ender. Like Crackling Doom will just get one guy out of the way when we have a couple other ways of doing that. So let's say like Jeskai Banner, Jeskai Charm, Quiet Contemplation. Ignoring the black cards, though Mardu Warshrieker also would allow us to play Crackling Doom, which would be kind of funny, but I don't believe we'll be able to actually pull that off. This plan only leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 actual freaking guys, 5 of which have prowess. We have 2 Goblin Slides, which are really, really important for the deck to actually function. Like, if we don't draw them, we're like a really weird prowess deck that doesn't have enough threats. Barrage of Boulders isn't worth it because we can't get the damn Ferocious on it, so we'll never get the actual Falter effect. Because the only creature we could possibly control that would do that would be the Bloodfire Expert. Swift Kick might be worth it. Bring Low is definitely worth it. Yeah.
All right. Let's put that in. Then, so maybe I don't put those in just yet. Let's see. Ride Down I want. Both Jeskai Students. Trumpet Blast, both Goblin Slide. What is going on down here? Come on.
Yeah, what the hell's going on?
It's like, way over there. Hordling Outburst. Act of Treason 1. I want Quiet Contemplation in.
If you're putting Quiet Contemplation in, then Jeskai Charm is probably reasonable as well if we're on the blue splash.
Okay. What does black get me?
It's basically
Ponyback Brigade, Crackling Doom.
I feel that's a stretch.
Okay, at this point I could put Defiant Strikes in, no problem. Tormenting Voice, another act of treason.
I would say the Bloodfire experts as well are just fine because of how many freaking instants and sorceries we have.
Mm-hmm.
And then at that point, like Jeskai Banner and Bring Low also look good.
Sky Banner, this is 23, so... Oh man, I wanted Briber's person.
Ooh.
I think, okay, the world where I take blue out, forget about Quiet Contemplation, and Jeskai Charm is where I can bring in Briber's Purse and, like, Bring Low. And that would be more consistent. It also would not be Quiet Contemplation.
Yeah, I think the big thing we lose there isn't even the Quiet Contemplation, it's specifically the Jeskai Charm overrun, but we also have that in the way of Trumpet Blast. So...
I'm going to favor consistency.
Okay.
Briber's Purse in, Bring Low in.
The big question is, what's the final card? Because Barrage of Boulders basically won't work because we don't have a 4-power creature.
Right, it would have to be Bloodfire Expert. I do have 2 of them, and it would work just with him.
But that is the only creature it could possibly function with, if they're, unless we have like Defiant Strikes doing weird things.
Defiant Strike on Jeskai student cast Barrage of Boulders. Mm!
Boom. Oh, you have a... So
right
what
there.
About... Is Swift Kick...
This is always where I find it. I end up, right? Swift Kick or Bring Low.
Well, you can play both, right? You have a Jeskai Banner. You have a Jeskai Banner in the deck still.
Oh, you think that 23 Jeskai Banner is the thing?
No, I mean you have a Swift Kick you can bring in.
Instead of Jeskai Banner?
If you're not playing blue. You have no way to cycle it if you're not playing blue.
Oh, that's true. Be fixing for things that I don't have.
Right. So unless you were like leaving that in and then wanted to bring in like...
So is there ever a case where I'm like siding into powerful cards? I just need more goblins. I need them. Do I have any morphs? I don't think I do.
My god. This is the most non-Khans of Tarkir deck I've seen.
Yeah, I have no morphs. Whatever.
One moment.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so there is this sort of color. Yep. Put in those. And Suggestatron wants 11-4. That is a little extreme. $10-5, that's 12 red sources, 7 white.
Okay, yeah, I think that's good. We only have 6. We're basically mono red.
I could actually push it mono red. How's that for consistency?
That would be harsh.
I would have a terrible deck and a bunch of barrages of boulders.
Mm-hmm.
And an Inoc tracker.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. God, this is the stupidest thing. I have no idea how to play this deck, and everyone's waiting on me. Ooh boy.
We are alright, let's I don't actually know what's going on here.
Goblin Kung Fu.
Come on, Goblin Slide. We need you here. Alright.
Oh yeah, I would like to play
Prowess
first.
Curve. This
keeping
is okay. Yep. Bloodfire Expert being the only guy that makes Crater's Claws do its thing.
Cute.
This all started with that.
Started with Crater's Claws.
The claw.
Give him the claw. Alright. Another mountain.
I think you can discard a mountain to Tormenting Voice.
The stack. Okay, cool.
We needed to draw this sooner or later, I guess. Alright, does he have a play?
Highland Game.
Alright. Well, Bloodfire Expert.
Do not like seeing this many lands in my deck.
Seeing basically, you kept a 3-lander, so you have not drawn a spell yet.
You've even drawn 2 extra cards. What
Yes.
the hell? Alpine Grizzly.
Right. Hopefully he attacks with that Highland Game.
Come on, bring it in. Good.
Okay, so then you just get to, like, plains bring low the Alpine Grizzly and get in for your own 4.
Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ah.
Nah, not yet.
Bring low.
That's maybe next turn, and then you set up, like, you get to a point where you're, like, going to Crater's Claws for the win.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, like, it's Crater's Claws for 5, and it'll be... Oh my god. This might be unreal.
Oh, who needs to draw my flagship card?
Alright, play a Bigman.
By just fine. With my complete lack of threats.
Okay. Who needs threats? Nothing.
Long Shot Squad.
Active treason that.
Act, and then
That's
I
7.
could shoot.
Well, I think the Creator's Claw is your finisher in this game, because you get him to 9 with this attack. And then your Creator's Claw is currently 6, so 3 turns from now it's lethal.
Oh, right. Bloodfire Expert just turns it on. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
That's my thought process is, like, you are a deck that isn't playing a real game of Magic. You're here to play some Hearthstone.
Secret damage. My opponent's like, what the hell is going on? Oh, please,
Okay.
please outlast your guy at attack.
Okay. He probably has a morph to follow it up with.
Okay. No attack with the Highland
No
game.
attack.
Basically makes sense.
Okay. Jeskai Student coming down. You are 2 lands away from lethal on your Fireball.
Just straight up.
Yep, you have 1 land in your hand. All you need to do is draw 1 other. That's it. Also, if you could get in with Jeskai Student next turn, somehow.
Oh no!
No. That is a turn of time here.
Mathematics. Ugh.
Actually. Yeah, just take the hit.
Yeah.
If he fails to play a card here, you can kill him.
When did Xana gain 2 life from the dude?
Okay, here's my plan.
Mm-hmm.
You fireball him for 8, then you attack with your team, and he goes to 0 with a life gain trigger on the set.
So this presumes that he has just stone nothing.
Stone nothing.
I'll do it.
Literal
Here we go.
blanks. Like, we're just sitting here assuming our opponent is just sitting on literal nothing.
X is currently 6. Okay.
Like, yeah, this could just end poorly.
Okay.
But it also could be a victory.
In. Uh-huh. Victory!
On this deck, no!
Gotcha for exacties. Alright, what do we think of the sideboard?
Blanks. If that's how we go when we draw like 5 spells, think of how we'd go when we draw like more.
Well, one of them was Crater's Unreasonable Damn Clause.
Yeah, I know.
Can that extra bit of reach?
Little bit. Go to 0. I don't even care if we just like lose the next couple games like flat. Like this is the deck.
Come on, lands a Goblin Slide.
I don't think I would categorize our deck as extremely aggressive with our 7 creatures.
Secret creatures.
Creatures.
That's how I win. He's looking around for his barrages of boulders, and they are not there.
They're not there. He doesn't have them.
The -2/-2 spell is 5 mana. That would also ruin my day.
Jeskai Student lives.
Yeah.
I guess all your goblins lose. So,
my goblins die.
Yeah, he didn't see goblins.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he'll not be expecting it.
Why would he expect goblins? Why would he ever expect that?
How about turn 1 Monastery Swift Spear into... I'm keeping this.
This is really good.
By the way.
So let's just walk over our opponent with super aggression.
Okay. Here we go. Don't even care. My spear is swift. My path is set.
This is so good.
I got the slide. It's here.
Mm-hmm. So next turn is the easy win, Craig. See, here's the thing. We're holding Crater's Claws.
Every draw is live. Every draw is live.
Yes. And then if he plays a morph, you play Goblin Slide and attack for 2.
Beautiful. It's Mardu Horde Chef.
Okay, can we draw the... Not more lands. I guess it's just Goblin Slide.
Yeah, no point in attacking.
Yeah. Okay.
Good work. A 2/3.
2/3 no ability. Acceptable. Okay, again, we do want to stop drawing. Honestly, should we be playing like 16 lands or something?
Like maybe? Ooh. To you this turn.
It is straight Boros Fury Shield,
yeah.
So... Okay. That's fine.
I'll pass.
Yep.
I mean, I have the opportunity to, like, kill his guy.
You could Crater's Claws to kill his Horde Chief and make a 1/1 Goblin.
Great. Well, actually, could I? I don't think I could do both things.
You could next turn. You'll have enough mana.
Yeah. Or
you could just play Bloodfire Expert and... Yeah. That can attack. He's missing like a bunch of land drops.
Yeah, now Crater's Claw sounds great.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
7 cards, all gas. I kind of want to blow up his creature.
So that's Crater's Claws for 3. Actually,
I could Kratos Claws for 1.
Yeah. The overkill on it's fine.
Really?
What else are you gonna do?
Have deflecting palm mana up. I don't know.
Like
I want to play Windscarred Crag, so let's just let's do that.
Okay.
Hit OK.
And then Kratos Claws for X, where honestly, it's what if he kills Bloodfire Expert in response? Is my
Okay.
So you make it 3, and then use the Goblin Slide mana.
Okay, so leave 1 up for Goblin Slide. Holy crap! I have a bunch of triggers. Sure.
And then you have to click on prowesses too.
Jeez. Triggers.
Okay.
Okay.
Then it's gonna, after you hit OK, it'll ask you if you want to pay 1, and then you pay 1 and say yes.
Pay 1. Okay. Twing. Ha!
And then that gets deleted, and you attack for 7.
See, now I have dead draws, but... Oh no. Kill shot!
Okay.
He was sandbagging the whole time. No. But anyway.
Good old Flood versus Screw.
Huh.
Alright. You actually want a sorcery speed that, strangely enough.
The Bring Low? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is incredibly stupid.
Rakshasa's Secret!
Well, you discard a land and... Deflecting Pole? Oh.
Yeah. The question is how I'm winning.
I think you discard land and Deflecting Palm.
Okay. Yeah, like Bring Low is easier to cast soon, I guess.
Yeah.
That's the thing there. Oh, beautiful.
Alright. Honestly, I think the best draw right now for us would, out of our opponent, would be just a morph.
No kidding. Blast it out of space and make a goblin attack for a bunch of damage. Rakshasa's Secret, milling Rakshasa's Secret, EOT discarding something. Consistency! Yeah!
Freaking he's playing Rakshasa's Secret against the aggro deck, or the deck that just like goes empty-handed, or is he trying to? He was probably trying to snipe the
discarding Rotting Mastodon.
Okay.
Goodness.
Well, we get in for 5.
Bring Low targeting my own goblin.
Oh my god.
Wow. Man, my opponent got really mana screwed.
Yep. You're winning this off of this is a classic Flood v Screw situation. If you bring low your own
Am I that ballsy?
No, just attack.
Okay, fine.
No way. It'd be really good, but...
Fine, man. I'm just telling you, watch him pull out of this.
With what?
I don't know. A thing that kills my guys and gains him life. Good question.
Yeah.
Something that... Oh, okay, you die.
Yeah, okay. You go ahead and bring that low and get a goblin.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Master of Pearls.
Oh, jeez. So, we win.
Like, the second game was Flood Be Screw and had nothing to do with the quality of cards in our deck, but the first game was like us just like going, what if we just thieve this?
What if I give you no time at all to set up your stupid plan?
Yeah.
I love it. Love the Goblin Slide. I should have cast Spring Low. Should have done it.
Spring Low.
This is an exciting deck, full of exciting plays.
Well, wow, that was we're done, and nobody else is done. We have a lot of time.
Game 1 in progress. 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
9 minutes. I stretched that to 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
I don't like multiple Rakshas's secret.
The Goblin Slide.
Hey. He's happy to see you.
Hey.
I love rectangles! It looks kind of like a monkey, actually. Like, wipe out where it says goblin, put in ape.
That really could be.
Could be an ape.
He's got a little stone cleaver. Okay, so do we want to actually cut a land from this?
Maybe. Like, I do have Tormenting Voice in.
And our curve ends at 3.
And, yeah, really. Really, I kind of lucked into Creator's Clause, I guess, making all my land drops relevant in that.
Yeah.
And, you know, I do want extra mana for the Goblin Slide. But
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that I could confidently remove a mountain, add another Tormenting Voice.
Yeah, and just be okay. Does the draw card work there? Oh, he was drawing his card.
Do I get to see that, or
you don't get to see
No.
that unless he hits reveal.
Oh.
You can. There's a little like if you go to return to game, you can click on like draw a card, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't.
No. Yeah, it didn't work this time.
Okay.
Why did I have that feature in there? That seems weird.
I think it works before your opponent leaves. So, well, that was a thing, and now we have like 30 minutes of time.
Okay, so is there anything you wanted to tell me about Startroid?
Oh,
Like, mostly angling to figure out what I need to put in the new player guide. Like, that's the thing that I want to get polished up in a shape where you can just sort of, knowing nothing about this, but maybe you've played 4th edition before, read it and basically get what's going on.
I would, like, the first thing I would ask about the new player guide is if you are assuming a base knowledge of 4th ed or not, and write it with that in mind. Because like there is you can assume a base knowledge and work from that, or you can kind of treat it as your own system and go from there. Because I know there are, you're going to have players that have not played 4th ed.
Here, let me let me blind the stream for a second here.
Okay.
Log into things. See if I can pull up my GU3RR1774 is now following you on Twitch. Hooray! Okay. Go to the drive. Drive to the jam. Drive to the place where I am. I think I can drive. Oh!
Oh, hey, and there's the...
I have a new product.
You have a new product.
It's Avatar, Sarkon the Dragon's Vanguard.
That's a really. I don't like that art. Like, it just looks unfinished to me. I don't know.
It looks like it's a very small part of a much larger thing.
Yeah, like we're really zoomed in, way too close.
And of course, I still have the blinders up, so no one saw that, but that's okay.
That's fine.
That is okay.
They know what it was.
Quick ref and character creation. Yeah, that's where I want to be. And I also want to view and compact controls. There we go. Okay, so now I can put the blinder back in. Ding. Okay, just check on this. Return to data. Some games have finished.
But it'll still be a while.
Yeah, Edward 3. Good work, Edward 3. So yeah, like honestly, maybe I just kill the table of contents or turn it into like actual hyperlinks to places.
Yeah, like I guess the thing is here, I don't know if this is the information you want to have in your this is listed as the quick ref and character creation stuff, but this doesn't actually have much as far as like a quick ref goes. It's actually a lot more on the character creation.
It is
inside, and because I am mentally imagining the quick reference to be like a 3 to 5, like maybe I don't know how many pages, but like a much smaller.
Well, you know what I could do is split them into different documents,
like,
and have like here's how you make a character, and here's the basic rules of the game. So you could like read the basic rules of the game, then go and make a character understanding sort of what things mean and have the ability to make reasonable choices.
Yeah.
And in this, I would start by just putting a huge old break line somewhere in here and being like, yeah, okay, this is before and after kind of stuff.
Because a lot of this in here is all, okay, these are the classes, these are how these are the races, but then there's, there's going to be all these questions in there. It's like, well, what does +1 to dex +1 to int mean if I'm working in a
right
or
like
void
what
defense?
what is a +2 species bonus to void defense? How do defenses work? Yeah, that's probably good. I should definitely break that off. Focus on focus this document into just character creation.
Right, and then a second document that's...
And then pull out the combat example and kind of build from there. Maybe I just start with, hey, here's example combat and how it works, and then as things come up, I would be... Where's the keyword? I put it as the last thing.
So yeah, there's combat example.
And then, I mean, this can get way beefier and then involve more stuff. I might even just wipe out concluding combat because that gets into like sophisticated stuff. What does it really mean to capture somebody or incapacitate them? But yeah,
like people know when combat ends.
You know when the combat is over. So, while logical makes fine points, and this should be, this doesn't belong in the quick rules in either case. So I'm gonna resolve both of these, and then delete the comments.
Yeah, the idea there is that, like, I've probably said it before, but not on the stream, that I picture the quick ref, actually, I'd reverse, I picture your giant rules document as, like, the comp rules of Magic.
Yeah.
And the quick ref is, like, this is the tutorial, this is the manual, and then, like, if you need to, you reference.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be good. And just for the sake of hugeness, let me show Startoroid PHB.
Yeah, PHB, it's like 100.
This is my hundreds of pages that I transcribed and modified, and I made up my own little example combats. No, my favorite is my armor descriptions.
You like your chart.
I do like my charts, but that's not in this document.
Oh, that's in a
spreadsheet, and I love the hell out of that.
You like your spreadsheets.
I have a drop down that class powers, player reference, and then armaments.
This is the chart.
Yeah. Okay. So there's this huge long table of what all the armors do, but then I have this chart that has a drop down where you can pick from the drop down and change which armor is charted on the whole things here. Oh, it also automatically updates based on what I rename these things. So if I need to change the names, I don't need to change anything about this because it just grabs the name from here. This thing is tight. I'm very happy about how this got created. But anyway.
Anyway, that's...
I am going to leave page. That's fine. Personality. Let me...
I just noticed you quoting "Life finds a way."
Oh, yep. Here we go. Here. I'm in the middle of my armors.
Oh, okay.
I had to find a word that was uniquely inside my armors to be able to know what page 82 about. Let's quickly check on this. It'll make noise.
It'll make noise. Micro dimples.
Let's see. Description of the Coniva NBC Explorer. That nearly radiological event will be just another ray of sunshine cascading stylishly off your outer layers when you suit up in the latest and lightest complete EVA environment from Coniva. Featuring complete spectrum nuclear biological chemical NBC shielding in an alternating matte satin mesh with off-color piping and about ceiling plugs and energy transfer facets available in navy, umber, gold, and ecru. The harsh reality of outer space has sent you a warning message. This suit is your stamp of return to sender.
I love that they're all like advertisements. That's really what makes them.
I had to put some life into these, and eventually I'll want to spice everything up through your pie defense.
Ah, the pie defense.
It's Pierce.
Goblin slide.
Goblin slide. I'm really happy about all of my creations tonight. So let's see. Yeah, okay. Beef up the combat exam. I'm going to leave myself a note. Be like, continue combat example like a tutorial, less like an outline. So I think in this case I can break from the outline format as well, because that's kind of sticking around based on like this, and it was eventually going to refer back. And shame. Here I did the fancy chart in the other document, but this is a manual table of contents. I pressed the tab key every time I wanted something over here, and they don't link. So yep. That is completely bad on me. Oh, well, and also Google Docs for not actually being Microsoft Word, but that's okay. Also a test comment.
This is a test comment.
It worked.
Okay. This is a test resolution.
Oop. That's not the window that I want.
That's
the window that I want.
Noticing I had an email. Aha! A comment of yours has been resolved.
Oh! Hey, good work.
Good on it.
So, in that regard, I might be able to condense or use as inspiration a combat example that I have in my PHB. That's if I can find it.
You have a... I don't know if you have a combat example. You have a role-playing example that's like... I think it's 4 players landing on a...
Heading, example of play, page 6.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Roll skullduggery.
So here's a question. What keeps us on the D20 system here? Like, I noticed that the rolls for stat stat rolls, like, you got rid of the attack.
Yeah, I did get rid of the attack roll. Currently, the only Currently, the only things that I have that use the 20-sided die at all are my skills and various abilities that have a critical feature.
Oh, yes, okay. That keeps... And that's probably like a rate that you want to keep around.
Like, the only reason to move it to another dice system would be to fix it so that you're only using one type of die for everything.
Right. I was going to say normalization is basically the only reason, and I don't... I guess that your system doesn't have a specific dice that you would normalize to.
Right. And, like, already with the with various equipments, I have, like, D2s and D3s, because I'm presuming that we're just online.
Right. Well, and if you're not, you just roll a D6. And
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever you want to do.
So I could maybe normalize to D6s just because they're the most common dice around.
I mean, it's just a question. I don't like it. It's not like that's a change that needs to happen, but it's something to keep in mind.
It's something that definitely could. Is a thing like
right.
I don't know. I like icosahedral dice. They're pretty cool shape. They're actually a better source of randomness than other dice shapes.
And because I've had like corners?
Yeah, just because of like how many sides it has, where like the only truly fair dice that I've heard of, and this is some probably pretty pointy-headed stuff, is you take 2 icosahedral dice and have repeating or like opposite faces are the same number, 1 through 10. And then you roll 2 of those, and that's your 100.
There was a player at our local F&M store who had a dice that was one of those inside of another, the larger one being clear. And that was how we rolled to see who went first when we were playing against each other. Was with this large, basically going with a tens place, ones place. But yeah, I mean, I guess like if we're assuming it's online most of the time, that any dice does function for it. Let's see. Oh, there's the crit rules. Yeah, you roll a d20 and.
Yep. Yeah, if a power has a critical chance. There is no attack roll.
That's an important line of text in the entire system. There is no attack roll.
That's what I got rid of, and everything else sort of changes to accommodate that. You can, if you make this choice, and looking at the Player's Handbook for 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons, which is what I was doing when I was making all this stuff. There's just page after page that you can rip out of the damn thing and be like, nope, this doesn't exist.
Attack roll.
And honestly, most of it comes out of class powers. For one, class powers is a huge portion of that book. It's like reading again and again and again and again and again. And they have this tiny little line of flavor text, and you're like, oh, that's cool. They have a bunch of keywords that never come up. And then they also say, oh, this is an encounter power, attack at 2 weapon damage, +2 to the attack roll, because this is an accurate attack. And I'm like, that's lame as heck. My accurate attack is going to miss, like, basically the same amount of the time as other attacks. Like, what?
We're talking about, like, the characters here are firing high-powered sniper rifles or very accurate future tech weaponry. You're not gonna miss if you see your target, and you might not miss if you can't see your target. One thing I guess that I had concerns over, and I know you did as well, was like the uniqueness of powers and trying to get like the classes to actually have powers going up through like the 10 levels, because removing the +2 to attack on this like leaves you with a lot less you can hand off for bonuses.
I think I was I have a basic set down, and in case it comes up through playing that there's something that people feel they miss, or just sort of brainstorm as we go. The powers that I have, I would consider a beta.
Okay.
Just so you're sort of, these will work within the rules, and if we're missing anything, then okay. And honestly, if it really comes down to that, I would get rid of a class before I change the powers all that much, and just redistribute whatever is missing to the other to the remaining classes.
Okay. Yeah, I guess on that note as well, I've brought up concern on like how I guess this is just something I won't find out until we actually test it, like how quickly a combat ends if you just have the jump on your opponent, or if you get ambushed and have like this massive combat multiplier where like, okay, you take an attack, it's 8 damage, it's actually 40.
Yep.
And you're dead. Like, don't let that happen. Like, alert, like, I guess that just changes the powers that are necessary to be like, don't get ambushed, don't walk into yeah. And that's all like, I guess, numbers game later. I know there's a cap on what CM can be based on your leaders with
right. So it's like the basic cap, if you don't have a leader or whatever, is 2. I think it's 2.
I want to say it's 2.
So yeah, all your funky dope maneuvers in that sense won't mean anything unless you have a leader. And then it's your leader's wisdom. It's also okay to have 0 in a stat. And I think that's a little unusual for, like, compared to D&D.
The idea is that the stats are literally the modifiers, not like plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4.
Right. Like 10, like, okay, here, roll these dice to determine a number that you're going to use here that determines another number that you will actually use. And then just sort of leave these around for, like, real world comparison to stuff. Like 10 is supposed to be normal, and then 0 is dead or paralyzed in different ways.
Yeah. The coolest dude in the universe.
Charisma, you have no sense of self.
No.
It's just sort of this. Anyway, I have plenty of kind of wacky stuff in here of my own. I don't need to keep that wacky stuff around.
Yeah.
And Logical expressed concern over my skills and how, like, almost all of them were, like, okay, int for skills. And that's probably a valid concern at this point. It's also a complete leftover from what I had done with D&D, which was just chop up the skill list and be like, well, this is basically that, and, like, squish skills together.
Skullduggery.
And just sort of leave me with fewer total skills and less of a concern over, like, who gets what skill, and then, like, include feats where you can just train in a skill or boost your favorite 2.
I think one of the biggest things with this system is going to be wrapping up the feats, the skills, the actions in a way that, like, fits the system rather than feels like a slight add-on on 4th ed. Like, I guess to that note, like, it might not need to stick to the, like, 2 at wills, 1 encounter, 1 daily, or that sort of. I know you have a.
I've included not only that, but also slots, and, like, slotting is a thing you do before combat, and there are powers that allow you to change out what a power is in combat.
Okay.
And I think that this is something that always existed, except it wasn't as cleanly or explicitly stated.
Oh, 22-minute game.
Good lord. Spider 91 over Montefino.
Wholesale steal skills from 13th Age. What's their system?
I don't know anything about 13th Age.
I know nothing about...
The thing that kind of scares me about 13th Age... Well, okay, two things that scare me about 13th Age from what I've heard from talking to Medibot about this, because he plays a ton of it.
Yes.
Okay. One thing is the one thing that they have, where like every character that you make has some magical secret that makes them completely unique and special and super heroic or whatever.
Okay.
Where I don't want that, for one.
Every character is the main character in their own...
Yeah.
Like, not like in the sense that, like, I am the main character in my life. Obviously, I am in that sense. But, like, the sense that, like, every single person is...
They all have this thing that they do.
Like, epic tier...
Right.
Okay. I'm thinking like everybody turns out to be a level 30 epic tier character at the end of the day, and sometimes people just don't. But
so there's not going to be any. Well, there's not going to be that, but there is what I do want for character customization and like reinforcing the backstory is some fact or feature of your life that you would hide from others.
You did say that you wanted
thing,
like that.
And I went through with all the players the last time that I tried to do this. I went through with all the players and came up with like their secret story, the thing that would cause them to seek out some situations but not others, and importantly, hide this from everyone, including their friends. So that there's this sort of staring around the table. Wait, why is he really suggesting that we go after the pirates? Does he have an angle on this? Well, yes, everyone has an angle.
Okay, Gnome brings up how the skill point system at 13th Age works.
Okay, good. Let me learn that from Gnome.
He has two large kind of blocks on it.
Okay, you get points, so you put into a background, which is a skill, so you apply to any number of things. Relevant to the skill roll. 3 points into security authors. Check it. Wait. Gets a.
So you put points into like you make up your background, and then as long as it's something that would be relevant to that background, you can say, oh well, I was a security officer 3 years ago, and I would know these sorts of security systems. Or
okay. That would be okay. No, that would be okay if I had like prefab backgrounds. The part that I don't like about it so much is that you could just say, well, I am whatever, and you just make it up. That's the part that I don't like about it. Is specifically the part that other people do like, where they just get to make shit up.
I was raised by golems. Yeah, or like that sort of action. I don't like the idea of. I guess DM has final say on what's bullshit or not. That's true.
Like the thing is that I already have like skills and feats interacting to a degree, and so if I wipe out the numbers that I have for skills and sort of make it all freeform and say, okay, come up with your own shit and you get a +3 at it, whatever, then I no longer I have to wipe out all those feats too, and I cannot balance them against one another. And so it's like up to players' creativity to be balanced.
I kind of like the idea that because you're going to be putting in time with the player to create that character in the first place and kind of know their background and know like you would kind of have an understanding of that character as well, enough to be able to say like that sounds out of place, or that sounds completely reasonable. I mean it's all part of that's a lot of the game, working with the DM with the idea that it does reset a lot of your I guess in that you could have. I'm trying to think how you fix the feats then, if they're
right. Like, okay, so let's presume that is what we want. All these feats get wiped out. The thing that you want intelligence for also basically gets wiped out, and intelligence isn't a stat. So I combine int and wisdom into a stat and rework what my damage types are.
Yeah, that removes a damage type, doesn't
it? I get rid of a damage type.
So wait, why does int go away?
Int goes away because int is the skills thing.
Well, you could keep the skills thing because you could just be like, okay, well, you get that many points and you put them into your like background, like kind of like a similar point there. Well, because then like over time.
So in this scenario, instead of divorcing skills from everything, really, just instead of just knocking them out, what I would do is divorce trained skills from classes.
Yes.
That would be okay. I always thought that was a little unnecessary, and it's even more unnecessary in space. We're trained in whatever.
Yeah, you're trained in whatever your work in the past was, and that makes a lot of sense with. I think that makes a lot of sense with how your characters want to be, where you want all of these characters to already have been, people that have been doing this for a job for a while. They're like experienced.
Okay. No, I'm fine with that. It'll be okay.
Classes in 13th Age get a different amount of background points. I guess I would have to. I guess I would have to see kind of what they're. I literally know nothing about 13th Age because other than it exists, because I haven't actually watched any of the. The 6 Feet Under stuff.
Part of the book about backgrounds.
We're still waiting on a...
I think so. Whoops, that's not the thing.
We are.
Still waiting on Wolfman King 16.
Good God, they are both super slow.
And BBD Puck 222. Okay. So that should be finishing up soon. So we're going to have to wrap this up. I do have some notes for things to look over. I am not so in love with all of my skills and feats that I absolutely have to keep them.
Right. I mean, if it's a system that wants to be, needs reworking and such, it's a system that needs reworking.
Yep. I'm like, int is the stat that I'm concerned with for like making sure it can still do stuff. Basically because strength and dex add armor to the most relevant damage types, and work for. I mean, any int, strength, whiz, and dex can all work for damage.
Okay.
You can take a. I think
that makes sense because you don't really want con to be like your damage stat because
right, because then I'm just beefy because that like its feature is that you get hit points out of it. So like strength and dex, both like relevant armor types, like most relevant armor types anyway. Wisdom is the like leader thing where you make the entire party better. So you want at least one character with wisdom and having it on the team.
Con becomes everybody. Everybody's going to want some points in it just because.
Yeah, I guess. I've made Diablo 3. My God.
Oh my God.
I want like vitality and primary stat.
I was actually sitting here thinking that when I just said like con isn't a stat for damage, I'm like, that's vitality.
Oh no, I've done it. It's me. I'm Diablo 3.
Then what about?
Except I actually care about like damage types.
Is there a difference between strength and con or strength and dex? Whoa.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Having to explain that they changed that to people getting back into the game was kind of weird because it's a very large functional. Anyway, I guess so. Int doesn't have. Oh, hey.
Yep, we're ready to go. But like lacking that, just sort of talking it out, int doesn't have any like claim to fame that same way as all the other stats. And so that's why I had kind of hung it on skills and be like, oh, well, this is your skills thing, so it has its thing to do too.
I guess we have to find a way to make int its niche, because I like the 5 damage types that's set up. There's no like rock paper scissors to them, right?
No,
I didn't think
it's just different colors and whatever your thing is. It tends to be the case that strength and dexterity are for pierce and explosion damage, and those are very common. And like the other damage types, psionic, void, and anima are all the like piercing type, where they're less common, but things tend to not have defenses against them. I have no creatures.
I hate this hand.
I mean, I might have to keep it anyway. Okay, let's think. 33 cards. What are actual relevant draws that I would want? Like one of 2 Jeskai students or my Swift Spear. Goblin Slide.
On the 4th land.
4th land.
The big thing is, like, you have like 2 or 3. You have like Trumpet Blast and Swift Kick, which are like flat blanks in this hand right now.
Okay, so this is already a mulligan to 5, is what you're saying?
Basically, unless you drew Jeskai Student, in which case it turns out just fine, but you have to draw basically Jeskai Student to make this hand good, so...
Okay.
See, this is Spear.
Keeping it.
And Crater's Claws. Basically, we're fine. Alright, let's undo that point. Oh, man. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Ooh, man. So we might not have to leave that up, but we have the option. Ooh.
I would want to ride down a morph. I would want to ride down a morph.
Agreed.
With that. If he plays a 2, I might want to ride that down. But oh, goodness. Secret plans!
Okay, so this is Windscarred Crag, unless you draw something extremely relevant.
Yeah, Windscarred Crag is fine.
Secret plans. Oh my god.
Oh no!
Ooh,
we're battling.
Color. Wow, literally all 5 colors. We're on everything. Yo, play that pre-combat.
Yo, and a bottle of rum. I got goblins, son.
What if we were a standard deck, literally?
Oh my god!
So
Stuffed! I may pay 1 to prevent this.
We get the +1/+1. Whatever. God!
I got stuffed pretty damn hard. Wow.
Freaking... Just get out.
Jeez.
He just keeps gaining back all the life we keep pinging him for. Here's his first morph.
Okay.
Alright. So you play land and attack into it.
Either that or bring it low?
Bring it low works.
Like, because I might get to not actually use Mardu Warstreaker. I don't know.
Yeah, bring it low. Get it off the table. Stubborn Denial, main deck. Let's go.
Yeah, no kidding. Against the, like, no creatures, the Abzan guide.
That needed to die.
Okay.
Yeah, against the deck where it has 17 or 16 targets. Okay.
It's Bellowing Saddle Brute.
You're riding that down. Oh man, he lost 4 life?
Yeah. It's doing my job for me. I love it. No fear.
Crusher. It's time for killing. Yeah, no way.
No way he blocks. I guess I get Mardu Warshrieker into Crater's Claws? Because that's for claws for damage on him, basically. That's not worth it. Let me just cast it.
You don't have to get use out of the mana. That's kind of...
Okay. Sometimes he's just a hill giant.
Mm-hmm.
That is fine. Good
Lord.
lord.
He's got a land.
Abzan Banner.
Is he cycling that?
He could.
Alright. You're riding this one down, right?
That is the plan. Or I could steal it.
I like steal it. If this fails for some reason. I mean, you're attacking for, what, 9?
That's kind of cool. Thanks for the big creature that has dealt you a ton of damage.
Yeah, this guy has dealt him... His own creature has dealt him 8 damage.
That'll make up for all the life gain.
Ha!
Mr. Secret Plans.
This is what you get for 5 color. We just literally crush you.
Drawing a card.
Oh, you should have killed him, yeah.
Hmm?
Crater's Claws for 1, which is actually 3.
Oh, damn it.
Yep, we had a 4/5.
We had a 4/5.
I think it doesn't matter. Like, we just win next turn. But
that was a mistake.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest. Any attacks? Okay. Yep. It's like here he could gain life. He gets Smoke Teller. So which thing do I want him to see?
Ride Down is less deadly to show him.
Yeah. Ooh.
Icy Blast?
Icy Blast.
Alright, just give him the claw then.
Okay. So, claws you for everything, because you don't have blue open. Prowess, by the way. Okay.
All right.
5-color Greedmeister.
I think the 5-color Greedmeister just beats our deck, and we run him over with like the consistency and power we have. Right? Like, that's just the plan. I mean, that was a mold of 6 where, like, he just saw all his mana fixing with nothing real.
Is there something that's better than Deflecting Palm for me?
I think that'll do well when he has, like, Saddle Brute and things that are worth it.
Okay.
That is... Okay, is Tormenting Voice enough to keep this?
Bunch of lands leaning really hard on Tormenting Voice to draw me gas.
We could do it.
I'll do it. I'll keep it. Yes, you picked every mana fixing in the world. And great.
God. Okay. Yeah, cutting a land is probably something that might be worthwhile in the next game at this rate.
Oh my god.
We're gonna draw 2 lands off Tormenting Voice. This is a certainty at this point.
Okay, only 1.
Whatever.
Great.
So here's a morph.
It's worse than that.
Okay. Well, summon the Bloodfire Expert Squad. That's a pretty, I would say, pretty strong 3.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
probably bowling me over.
Yeah.
I can't even really Deflecting Palm it, because he could just Bounce
Also, he has this hugest guy. Look at that curve. Green, blue, red. Into okay, this game's freaking over as hell. It feels like you play on a second expert and try to steal it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All I do is steal games. Whatever.
So deflecting palm is 4 damage here.
Yeah, I mean, I can't cast it, but...
Yeah. That's fine. Does he pump? No. 9.
Because he has some other huge play to make.
Yeah, he's another freaking just gigantic bomb of a guy.
Bear's Companion. Outstanding.
Yeah, So, play the...
Oh, shit.
It's the game. Just, I would call the whole thing off.
Okay. It's fine.
Alright, about cutting a land.
Yeah, I like that. His mono base is going to implode, and...
It has to, right? Like, that was ridiculous.
That's what I have to try and punish. Okay. Mountain out. Heart Piercer Bow, Barrage of Boulders.
Awful. God.
Banner, like...
Tracker.
Straight amorph.
How about the Canyon Lurker, because it trades this freaking like 4/5 and such.
Sure. Okay, I would like to play first.
Yeah, this is good.
I like it. Keep it. Windscarred Crag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cool.
Get my Briber's Purse down.
Yeah, he basically picked every duel in the known universe, and...
Could I Tormenting Voice away a Defiant Strike?
I think Defiant Strike's really strong. I'm sitting here thinking if it's like Plains or Briber's Purse.
That's a spell.
Yeah, okay, how about Plains and then just draw into another land?
Okay.
Everything could go horrible here, but...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
like, we're
definitely.
asking for everything to just go horribly here.
Okay, cool. Well, that's still pretty bad.
Yeah. Anyway.
Secret plans.
Yeah. Okay. Untap land?
Hey.
Untap. All right, Bloodfire Expert, you're basically the guy here today.
It's your moment.
Yep.
Man, what is Swift Kick doing in my deck?
I don't know.
This looks like a reasonable hand, he said to himself. That's fine, it's fine. We'll draw Goblin Slide and be happy.
Oh no, our opponent just has all 3 colors and is Temur bannering. Okay.
So, how much can I defy my opponent?
I like just burning the Defiant Strike here.
Act Treason, cool.
So Defiant Strike. Do we want to defy again?
I think we do. Ride down, okay. Cool.
Now we play Windscarred Crag and we attack in for a lot. I think we have this game if we keep this guy alive. As long as he doesn't have, like, if he's just going to be like playing guys and stuff, it's not going to win him the game. Nice 5 colors, by the way.
As mono base failed to implode.
Yep.
Amorph. Oh, beautiful.
You could play Briber's Purse for like 4.
1 tap.
I don't know if that's good.
Uh-oh, he's got the blue open.
Or you could just attack.
I'm going to play it for 3.
Well,
I actually... I don't imagine needing to... I want to leave up a ride down is what I'm getting at.
Okay, what if... That also leaves up Deflecting Palm, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Briber's Purse for... Well, you know it has one tap, right? Like, that's...
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I... I don't... I mean, I think I don't care to use it right away.
Oh, okay.
So, like, because I have other thing to do right away.
What if you just attack, then?
Just plain attack?
Just plain attack, and ride down if it comes to that. And then post-combat, play the Briber's Purse.
That would be giving up damage. I don't have it, like, the Bloodfire Expert is my one way of dealing damage. Well, maybe not. That's just attack. Stupid one blue open.
Yeah, it means you can't tap out. Okay, so you ride it down.
Okay, cool.
This gets you 4 damage.
You're kidding.
What does he have?
Drawing a card.
Drawing a card, okay. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, you still ride it down, so... Okay, then do you just play Briber's Purse Post? Or... That's actually wrong. Don't play Briber's Purse Post.
Okay.
It might be damage.
Yeah.
Deflecting Palm might be the finisher strike.
That would be really cool.
The hope here is he taps out for something real.
Oh, good God. Abzan Guide.
You win.
Ha! Ha!
You active treason it and then play Briber's Purse for frickin' 0 to prowess.
Thank you.
The manner Briber's Purse is the best way of doing this.
X is currently 0. Okay.
I am here. God, this deck!
Who needs more than one creature?
You know, I want to say that this freaking Ifrit dude rules.
This guy owns. Oh my God!
What the hell? All we do, we play one guy, and our hand was like 5 tricks. We're just like, look, I don't care what you actually do. Like we're getting
like
her.
Defiant Strike, pulling double duty, drawing me, whatever.
Deflecting Palm would have been a good BM play too. Yes, so, just Deflecting Palm for nothing.
The next time a source of my choice. Any source. Whatever.
The next time Secret
The Secret Plans would deal damage. Next time my opponent. I don't think my opponent can be a source, but maybe.
What did we bribe with? We bribed with nothing.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
You could have gotten gold, but pockets are empty. Sorry, my last one. Oh.
Bloodfire Expert is just... this guy. All you do, you play him, and then like the posing men in the background. You just do some JoJo's poses at your opponent, and they fall over dead. So perfect.
Crushed. So we beat the guy who stumbled on mana, the guy who should for all the world have stumbled on mana, but somehow like came up with this.
Yeah.
God.
Every game.
Like Secret Plans and what's it in an Abzan Guide.
Yeah.
And Teamer Banner. Get out of here with that.
My favorite part is look at the 4 different basics. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I honestly think that Briber's Purse could be freaking great. Like, you cast it for 1, activate it for 1, that's the prowess, that's the 1 creature that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-bam. Like, that's kind of how this deck rolls. I think this is the Briber's Purse deck.
Like, and you can also set it up for like 4 on it, so you can repeatedly get a guy out of the way, or prevent that Abzan guide from ever getting into combat. You know.
Mm-hmm. Owned.
Owned.
I love it. Well, it looks like Wolfman King and Edward are duking it out.
And so I guess we've failed to destroy value.
You know what? If it comes down to like Goblin Sly doing that,
Goblin Sly crafts value from nothing. Yeah, we gave him the bag. We didn't like there was an empty bag. Look, this bribe works, right?
Look, the bag's got to be worth something. Is what I'm getting at.
Look, it's a really nicely made bag. It's been passed down for generations.
Yeah, this is the game where I come up against the guy with 1 removal spell, and then I'm just ruined forever.
Oh no! 1 removal spell!
Oh god, Arc Lightning 1 to my Efreet, 2 to me.
Are we playing what the prowess deck kind of wants to be?
I think so.
Like, you just play the prowess guy, and then your hand is like every other thing.
It's like, I think ideally it would be more ways to protect the one guy.
More feat of resistances. More prowess guys.
Or actual creatures with prowess as text on the card.
Okay. Let me take a look at this. Gnome sent me 13th Age rulebook.
The sack hat. It's surprisingly soft.
The sack.
So this is my new favorite thing to do in Khans of Tarkir.
The Goblin Storm.
I got to cast the card. Hell, I got to cast freaking Hordling Outburst and get it countered.
Countered? What the hell?
It's the 5-color guy with main deck Stubborn Denial.
Yeah, sure.
Obviously.
He wanted, like, not Spell Pierce. That's sort of reasonable. What?
I mean, if you think about it, everybody's going to have all these tap plans and, you know, cast exactly the spell, except they're casting amorphs. Hey, if I beat the guy who's main boarded against me...
Like, the 4/4 lifelinker should just end you, right? But instead... Did we win that game on, like, turn 5 or something like that? I guess we are the aggro deck. Okay. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I think I didn't miss a land drop. He didn't either.
Yeah.
Yep.
Maybe you're 6. You might not have made the land drop on the last turn.
I write it down! my Bloodfire expert leaps on a kung fu horse. And...
God.
Actually, he's kind of tall. He rides you down himself. He just, like, stomps with his big, gangly feet.
He calls in the background training guys to get you.
Hey, guys, come handle this.
Yeah. We're the Kiln Fiend deck.
I guess so, yeah. You want, like, 1 Kiln Fiend and then all the burn to your opponent's face.
Yeah.
Except, like, much jankier than that. Because Kiln Fiend had Distortion Strike and...
Actual burn. We have Swift Kick.
Deflecting Palm.
Deflecting Palm that hasn't done anything because we just are always so on the front foot that it doesn't matter.
Sooner or later, no, it's going to be a surprise victory. It's like, instead of winning, you lose. How did that happen? Hooray. That's kind of how Active Treason plays out, too.
We have 2 of the... We have a lot of the... whoops! You lose! Wow! Yeah.
Goodness. I'm cackling here.
I know, this is madness.
I love it.
And it's great. I'm glad we went for the 3rd.
The stack.
I mean, you get to say you beat somebody with a Briber's Purse. Like, oh, what was the last point of damage?
Briber's Purse for 0.
Nothing. Oh, you got rid of Walker now.
No, I cast Stray Thought. And
I needed a Darksteel relic, really. Stray Thought. Yo, is Prowess an ability that would just be good in Arya?
I think so, but I honestly think it would make creatures too good. And so
it would make creatures good, but you would have to play the cards to support them.
It's true.
It would make them way too good to like dual cast with Prowess. Oh.
God damn.
Right.
Like every spell that you cast is also giant growth.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm gonna cast my like Think Twice that draws me 2 cards and deals 2, and then yeah, instead of Distortion Strike, we have Defiant Strike. Basically the same card, right?
That's yeah, you know, +1/+0 until end of turn.
I like how we went for the giant hit right there with double Defiant Strike just to be like 7.
I saw my moment. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, these cycle.
Yeah, when you have the moment, you use it.
What if my Bloodfire Expert could hit you for 7?
Watch out! Watch out!
I can change my power level to be arbitrarily high.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the cantrips like that are what you want. That's.
It's no kidding. I think more importantly, I wasn't doing anything else with all my cards, and was just like, okay, cycle this, cycle this.
Yeah, just like go get new cards, which we turned into like this sort of Briber's Purse and Swift Kicked. And
man, I didn't realize how much of Brothers Bloodfire Expert and Jeskai Student are. They're like the 1/3 and the 3/1. Huh.
They both play like. They play weird, like you know, they play quite different roles because the Bloodfire Expert is, you know, probably going to trade with the first guy that hits him. And
whereas Jeskai Student is going to like just hold the studio against any 2/1s.
Yeah, or even like 2/2s or 2/3s, like which are a lot of in this format, where he's just like, stop. Also, I'm going to threaten a kill on you if I have any trick. Here we go.
We're in it.
We're in it.
Edward 3.
Final round.
Edward 3 roll a 6. That's strong. What do I
see
got?
3 lands and Jeskai Student and Goblin Slide, so this is an auto keep.
Oh my god, I'm keeping.
Holy crap.
Beautiful.
Holy crap. Oh my god, he's gonna get...
Oh no.
What if he's Goblin Sliding?
It's me.
Alright, Kingsguard Craig.
Okay, cool.
Alright. Yo, so that Defiant Strike's gonna make a 1/1 and also a +1/+1 to Jeskai Student. So
sounds good.
Alright. I like the nothing. Okay. Cool.
Could I other Jeskai Student first?
I like that.
Ooh.
Okay. Just go ahead and whoosh, like play a land and attack into that. You're still front foot, man.
Okay.
You've got Defiant Strike to win this fight if he picks it.
He'll take 1. Yeah, he takes 1.
Then you can leave up Defiant Strike here as well.
Yeah, I don't like leave up Defiant Strike quite as much, just because like his mana could be basically any. He doesn't do anything anyway.
Okay. Okay. Do you play Goblin Slide pre-combat here?
Definitely.
Prowess. All right, and then just attack on in. You have Defiant Strike up to win the combat if he prowesses, so... And then next turn you can active Treason with the Goblin Slide active.
Come on. Do something. Blink, damn you. Master the Way, targeting my student.
That's going to be for 5, so nothing you do will
yeah.
save. Okay. But that is not advancing his board.
That's awesome.
So that means you can Act of Treason, make a Goblin Slide token.
Oh my god, can I kill him?
Okay.
Mountain down, Act of Treason, plus Goblin, Defiant Strike. Defiant Strike adds 3. That's 3, 4, 7, 8. Nah, that's not even close.
So Act of Treason's good though. Act of Treason to just go ahead and get a Goblin and
okay.
Okay.
Do I okay?
You said okay, and then it'll ask you if you'd like to, and then you tap the mana and say okay.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
And now you get to attack for 6, which you could make 9, but the Defiant Strike is probably better next turn as the finisher. Like, this is just like kind of building your board. The hope is he attacks with his Bloodfire Expert and then just casts a guy. You Act of Treason again, and then Defiant Strike, and then the game ends. Because why would he expect Act of Treason 2? Yeah. You already look like you're mad. Why is he going to assume you're making good play?
Oh. Gaining a life.
Okay.
Shipping in. I love it.
I like that play because that means if he plays up... No. Okay.
He plays nothing. Well...
I would... Tormenting Voice... Discarding the Bloodfire Expert?
I like that well enough. I mean, I am getting a Goblin out of the deal. Prowessing, drawing 2 cards, discard Bloodfire Expert. Okay. Okay. I do play 1. Let me undo that. Whatever.
Just do it, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I was thinking maybe I draw Defiant Strike. Oh.
So you play Swift Spear, and now you attack for 5.
By the way, I am insane. I hope that you do not have any life gain.
God!
What he does have is no fear.
Yeah,
Holy
no
crap.
Fear. What's your post-combat play? Like, you gotta have one here, right?
Please, a creature.
Wrath?
Wingmate Rock.
Funnily enough, you still just beat it with a Threaten.
Huh.
So, Act of Treason.
I think Act on the Rock.
Yeah, Act on the Rock will also get you life gain.
Cute.
So.
Yeah. Let's just do it. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That goes on.
Yep, and then you make a Goblin.
Okay.
And you also get to hold up Defiant Strike for a kill if something goes wrong here.
I do play 1 on the side. Okay.
Now it's time for the all-out assault.
Attack with all creatures. Okay.
Now...
So... I like plan A.
Yeah, that worked basically perfectly.
Do I do the Mountain Out again?
Canyon Lurkers.
Or even Heart Piercer Bow.
Yeah.
I know.
It doesn't really advance our board state much. And Barrage, like, I don't... God, I don't buy it. Oh, it might be useful because he actually had a 1 toughness.
He did have a 1 toughness guy, and he might have more. Like whichever ones I didn't pick up.
We think he has enough that would be worthwhile. Canyon Lurker is the 5-power guy. Is the only.
Let's put in Canyon Lurkers. Let's go for this. Edward 3. Decide when I'm going to play first. This is.
It's not the best, but it's definitely keepable.
Guess I get to decide if Tormenting Voice is what I want. Oh, jeez.
Okay, we have all our tricks. We just need to get something on the board.
Ick.
Okay, he's got, like, life. Jeskai Student would be a good draw.
Briber's Purse.
Do we want that?
It is pretty dang weak compared to everything else. Let me Tormenting Voice.
Yeah.
Discard Briber's Purse. Get lands.
Lands and Trumpet Blasts. Okay.
Okay. Tormenting Voice on 2 has treated me pretty well.
Yeah. Because you don't have much else to do. Alright, what has he got?
Amorph.
Oh. Alright.
Hey.
A morph.
Huh, how about that?
Good.
Pretty sure I don't block.
Yeah. We might have problems if he actually plays the rock on time here.
Oh, I definitely do not block. How about that?
Do you morph up and just slap back for 5?
Yeah, what's he gonna do on 1 mana?
Unless you draw Bloodfire Expert. Okay, so yeah, you just morph up and slap for 5. Like, hey, how do you like getting crushed too, buddy?
Come on. Thank you. By the way, my morph had 3 power.
Yeah, so now you get to ride down his blocker or bring low, or you just use you're just this is your guy. He doesn't have prowess, but he has 5 power.
It's like he's pre-prowessed with a couple of spells.
He's basically set up already for you, so that's good.
Oh no, here's the Wingmate Rock on time.
Wingmate Rock on time is bad. That's definitely not what you want to see if he has it here. Let's hope he doesn't. Everybody hope. Cross your fingers.
It's Sage of the Inward Eye.
Lifelink is pretty strong.
It is.
I guess you attack and see if see if he lets you ride it down.
Ah, that doesn't even work. Stupid lifelink.
Yeah.
Casting non-creature spell. Well, he does have to cast a spell. Let's.
I mean, first things first is basically see if he lets you ride it down.
And he will, because it's way too valuable. Yep.
Okay.
Or like, rather he the opposite of that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so you play your Windscarred Crag. Do you play the War Shrieker, or do you like bring low on his Mystic? You can't do both, sadly.
Yeah.
I think bring low on his Mystic will get you some time.
God, he's gonna gain so much life if I don't.
Yeah. We just have to rely on this 5/2. I believe in this power.
How is Canyon Lurkers winning this game? What the heck?
Look, there are some days where Cobblebrute is the guy. Also, no lifelink.
Oh, that's what I like to see.
Yo, is that... Okay, Jeskai Elder.
Mm-hmm. Bloodfire Expert.
He's probably setting up for a lethal turn next turn. So you get a land.
I have enough for Trumpet Blast and Active Treason.
I guess I would go ahead and try that. Go ahead and steal his... Ooh, do you steal his sage?
I mean, that makes that makes any attack like not lethal.
Okay, I would go with the sage.
Yeah. I think it's tempting to do Bloodfire